So you just wanted me out here to what? Starve and die? Like, if this is some type of revenge plan, I'm not here for it.
You give me a vibe and a feeling like one I won't never see again. This music, like I said, she won't heal it. Like one I won't never see again. We blow the smoke.
Hello, my queens and kings. It's your girl Maroon Nickei, back again, time and time again, with another video. Yeah, okay, y'all. So this is my 50 millionth time trying to record this video. I don't know what it is, but lately I just haven't been feeling like myself. And every time I try to record, it's not giving me, you know, I don't know. It's like, where's the humor? Like, bitch, you mad serious? I would just be looking in the camera like mad serious. Like, so then after that, I walked out of the, like, I can't, what's going on? Honestly, I had to go smoke a little bit before I told this story because maybe I need to loosen up. I'm putting too much thought into this. A lot of the times when I record story times, it's straight off the dome. I don't think about it. I just tell the story like it is. So yeah, here we are. But anyway, let's get straight into it because you know I don't like to do them long ass intros because that's way too much and that's a waste of time. Y'all already know why we're here. We're back with another story time. Okay, my loyal royals, y'all already know what I need you to do. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know the vibe. Go ahead and push that like button and go ahead and share this with your friends. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Go ahead and push that like button, push that subscribe button, and push that post notification bell so you can receive a notification of my posts when I post, baby, because I know the loyal royals know, everybody already knows that you'll love it here. Get into it. All right, so we see the title. We know why you're here. Let me get y'all the background and give y'all the rundown so you can understand why I felt the way I felt in a moment, because this shit is crazy. This person, I have never talked about this person on my channel yet. Let's give him a name. We're gonna call him Country because that's what the fuck he is. He is very country guy, southern as hell. Now let me tell you something about Country. Country knew me since we were teenagers. Like when I was in high school, like he knew me before these crazy events that was happening in my life, like in these story times. He knew me before all of that. This man used to love me like I've never been loved. Let me tell you how I knew he loved me. He used to cater to my eczema. I'm talking my eczema took over my whole leg, and he used to sit there for hours on hours and just rub lotion into my eczema and rub on my feet every day just so I wasn't frustrated and itching. And he would literally massage my leg till I fell asleep. Like, let me tell you, that man loved me. He used to do whatever he could do for me. He would give me the stars and the moon if I asked for it. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna be raw. A lot of the times we didn't work because I was toxic. I was doing him dirty. I was mistreating him. I didn't know how to talk to him. Like I used to argue, like I used to have mad baggage and trauma that I couldn't sort out while dealing with him. And on top of that, I wasn't able to understand or receive nor reciprocate the type of love that he was giving me. I was used to abuse and trauma and all types of different things. And he was giving me a type of love that I was unfamiliar with, a healthy, pure love. I didn't know what to do with that. And that's as real as I can tell it. Even though we kept trying again from our teenagers to young adulthood, we kept trying at all different points of our lives and it just wasn't working. Like it just wasn't working. We were so bad together because it was just always something, but it was something about the cycle. It was something about the pattern that I was just so used to and I kind of liked. We were doing a little bit of healing here and then we would find our way back to each other and try it, but then a little bit more healing needed to be done and it was just like, it was expected. Now, because of that cycle, after our last breakup, I did a little bit of healing and I thought, you know, now is around that time that he should be coming back into my life. But that time never came. And it's not like we were not in contact with each other. We had the same group of friends and we have group calls and stuff all the time. So I'm hearing him, he's hearing me, we're all laughing. It's like we're still kind of there, but we're not there. So, and And then I'm just sitting here like, like you taking too long. Like I'm over here, you over there, and we not together yet. Like, you know what? I gotta go get you myself. Maybe I just gotta give you that little nudge because I gotta see what's going on. So y'all, me being my toxic ass, I go and reach out to him, and I know that he's like a super big guy on fitness, and he loves trying to talk about wellness because he's the one that helped me get into a healthier lifestyle. Like I was a mess when I first met him, and now like I'm so into everything that I do. I drink lots of water, like I take care of myself, and I'm very, very aware of my body. But I knew that was like that area where I know I could comfortably go to him and he's gonna like accept it, and then we could work back it, because that's usually how it goes. Okay, we start talking about a similar topic and then start talking about it a little more, talking more often, and y'all, it was us. When I tell you toxic cycle, it was a toxic cycle. So I'm talking to him about wellness. I'm like,
so you're gonna say what's up to a bitch all day?
I'm recording.
Oh, hey y'all.
Oh.
You're high?
Yes, I am.
As fuck. Bitch, open your eyes.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, y'all. Where was I? So when I had reached out to him, I was like, you know, hey, I need to work on my fitness and I need to lose a little weight. And he was over there talking to me about everything. And then we just kept talking and kept talking. Came up with a little workup plan. We doing all that shit. I'm trying to really apply that pressure. I'm like, look, I don't have no time for divinely ordained reconciliation, okay? I need to do this shit on my own. Now, around this time, Country had joined the military. We go from talking about fitness to easing over and talking about how he's been doing in his military career into me coming out there to see him. Okay. He told me he was stationed only 2 states over in South Carolina, and I was in Virginia at the time. And he was saying that he was right there. So I was like, oh, I gotta come see you. Oh, it's on. Baby, it's on. Like, I'm not even sitting here playing with y'all. I'm high as hell. And these lashes are feeling so heavy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, these, I can't. There we go. Hello, because my eyes are low. I don't have time. So we had this shit arranged. It was locked in. He told me, yeah, I could come out there and this, that, and the third. I was like, okay, it's about to be so fun because I'm about to get him back. I might get a little meat action. We might have a little meat action. Okay. I'm trying to get him back. I want you to be my boo again. We arranged everything. He told me that he was going to pick me up from the airport and that I can stay by him and blah, blah, blah. You know, it was going to be a little nice weekend. Shortly after, I flew out there. I get to the airport and he told me that he was waiting for me over by baggage claim. When we got to baggage claim, y'all, Country was looking so good. All right, can I just sit here and take a moment and say Country is one of the finest men I had ever been with. When I say he was so fine to me, he was just so fine. Like, he was just standing there looking as good as he looked. He's like about my height, tall, like slim with the athletic build. Y'all know my body type. He just had the nice smile and he just was looking like, oh, he had the nice eyes. Y'all, you don't understand. And when I had seen him standing over there looking for me, I was like, oh nah, I gotta give you that nookie, give you that cookie. I'm on a mission. Fuck and bag. All right, fucking bag. I need you back. I'm trying to bag you. I don't care. But I'm all excited to see him. He takes my bags from me and we hug. And then, you know, he puts my stuff in the car. He told me that the ride from the airport to his place was an hour long. So I was like, oh, we got an hour. Oh, I know how to keep you entertained, how to talk for an hour. It's nothing. Like, it's gonna be easy. And maybe we can even take a little break from the drive and, you know, really get acquainted. Like, it's just so many different things that I want to do. It's so many different things I want to speak to you about and show you. Like, it's just so much. So we in the car and I'm talking to him. At first I start off with a little small talk so I can get a little feel of, you know, where he's at, because we know each other. When I say we know each other like the back of our hands, like we know each other like the back of our hands. Well, so I thought. I'm making a little small talk and stuff like that, and he's not really talking. Like, he's mad standoffish. He's acting like he's not in the mood. And the whole time leading up to me coming out there, he was real nice about it, real cool, real chill. So it's like, why was he being so strange change during the car ride. Like, damn. I keep trying and I keep trying, and it's just like, I'm not getting anywhere. 30 minutes into the car ride, he's still acting dry, still acting standoffish. Like, I'm just not in the mood to even try to talk to you no more, because it's just too much for me to try to get you to open up. Maybe you need a moment. Maybe you need this ride and just pure silence. You just need me to shut the fuck up. So I'm just going to be quiet and I'm going to just mind my business. When we was riding back for the other half of the ride, I was just on my phone and I wasn't really talking to him. And he would try to say a little thing here and there, and I was just one word to him like he was doing me, because it's like, I tried to talk to you and now you doing all this. Like, no, I'm not in the mood now. At least if you feel away, communicate with me and say, hey, you know, I'm not really in the mood. Can we just enjoy this ride? And I will understand that. But you being weird. So we get to his place, y'all. It is nice. First of all, I didn't know South Carolina was doing it like this, and all of that military pay and perks and all that stuff is doing it like this, because this apartment is nice. You had me thinking I was Tiffany Haddish.
Ooh, this is nice. Girl, this all this is you right here? Okay. They don't smell like roaches in here or nothing.
I'm all in your shit. I'm in there looking around, and not only am I looking around in amazement, but I'm also looking around for any signs of a feminine presence inside of his place, because you know how we do. We always leave a little something here and there, whether it be by accident or purpose. But there's always a little splash of our presence, whether it be in the coloring of the place or extra accessories in the decor, you know, or it's just something that belongs to us that was just laying around, you know. We always have a touch of us in the place. So I'm kind of looking around for that, and I don't see nothing. I'm like, okay, he's single, and he's saying he's single, but it's clear he's single. If he is talking to somebody, they not serious, because she clearly hasn't been in here. And the moment I got into this bitch, I already knew that you was single for real, because even if you were entertaining somebody, that shit had to come to a complete halt. Because once you get in my presence, baby, you're mine. Everything get fucked when I reach. Yeah. Relationship mash up. Hello. Once I check all those boxes off, I was like, okay, let me go to the next most important place, and that's the fucking kitchen, okay? Because I already hit the bathroom and all that shit. It's the kitchen. What's going on in the kitchen? Let's see what you got. So I'm looking through the cabinets and stuff like that. There's nothing really in it. You can tell he kind of freshly is just setting himself up and getting his feet back on the ground. He has like fruity and sugary snacks, and a lot of the snacks have dairy in it. Like, it was just so much that I couldn't eat. So I was just like, damn, like, you got snacks, but it's mad junk food and like other shit that I can't have. Then I opened the fridge up. When I look in the fridge, y'all, literally nothing in there. Like, and he had some stuff in the freezer that was fucking freezer burn. Like, he had nothing really in his fridge. And I'm sitting here like, what am I going to eat? Because at this point in time, we're going to have to figure something out. So I tell him, I'm like, yo, you don't got no food that I can eat. So we could either go to the grocery store and get some shit, or you're going to have to buy something else. I got to get some food to eat. And he was like, yeah, we could do that. After that, everything was good. And we were just like casually talking and stuff like that. And I'm just getting myself, you know, situated. And I'm sitting here thinking like, yeah, it's going to be good. Like, in my mind, I thought maybe we was going to watch a show or two, you know, maybe just chill and unwind. And maybe tomorrow we can go to the gym and chill and all types of stuff like that. Yeah, like, I thought that's what we were gonna do. So I'm talking to him all casually, and he's just like, yeah, you should get ready. And I'm like, get ready for what? He was like, I'm going to my friend's house. You know, I already planned to go to my friend's house. And I'm just like thinking to myself, like, okay, our trip was pretty sudden, but you knew I was coming. But I'm gonna chill, because we did break up, and we do the same toxic shit, even though I'm the toxic one truly, but we do the same toxic shit where we start acting like we're all standoffish. We're a little hesitant to try it again, but I don't know. I'm trying to see where this could really go, because my charm should have kind of worked a little bit faster than this. So he was saying like, yeah, we're about to go chill and stuff like that if you want to come. And he was kind of making it seem like if I go or I don't go, he's going to do what he wants to do. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, you're being a challenge. All right, that's fine. You want to be a challenge? Oh, okay, it's okay. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna come, and I get ready. When we head over to his friend's house, we stop by McDonald's to get me like some fries or some shit, just something to kind of settle my stomach, because I ain't eat all day. I told him that should be enough to hold me. So we get to his friend's house. He introduces me to his friends. They're super nice. They're like gamer anime nerds, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I'm a gamer and I watch anime. Well, not anymore, but I used to watch anime heavy before everybody started fucking dick riding this shit. Yeah, I used to really watch that shit. That didn't really bother me. What bothered me was the fact that even after 2 hours, we're still there and they're still on the floor playing Smash Bros. So now I'm thinking like, damn, them fries ain't gonna hold me all night. Like, what's going on? I'm getting kind of hungry for real. Like, I hope we leaving soon. But everybody's kind of comfortable and they acting like they're not leaving. So one boy jumps up and was like, I'm hungry, we should go get some food. And I'm like, thank God. They're not gonna play this shit no more. We can finally leave and I could get reacquainted with him. I want to see you, country. Like, let's spend time. So the other guy was like, I'll just run to Chick-fil-A and bring us all back some food. Everybody's like, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And I'm just sitting here like, that's a bad idea. I'm trying to skedaddle, okay? I'm just trying to be on my way so I could be on my way. They was like, yeah, we gonna go run get some Chick-fil-A. Everybody, what's your order? Let me get your order. Granted, I was happy that we was eating, but I was really not trying to be there no more, y'all. But I didn't want to interrupt because if he had this planned already for real, then I'm just gonna let him do his thing. I don't want to make it seem like I'm all controlling because I did some healing, right? Remember? I did some healing, so I'm chilling out. His friend goes around and takes everybody's order and then asks if I want something, he'll get me some food. So I was like, oh, that's super nice of him, even though Country should have paid for my food, but he let somebody else offer to buy it for me, but okay. But I just kept it in the back of my mind. I didn't really make too much of a big deal about it because either way I was getting food. So I didn't care who paid for it. But at the same time, I did feel like maybe he should have been like, you know, that's my guess, I'll take care of that, but okay. So everybody's playing the game and then they come back with the food. They started sorting out every order for every person and I was waiting on them to sort out my order. Country didn't wait till everybody got their food or I got my food before he started eating. He just started kind of chowing down. He ain't even give a damn if I ate or not. And I'm just sitting here like, that's not a good look. You needed to check if I ate too. Like, you just started eating and didn't give a fuck like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. If I brought somebody at somebody's house, I'm going to make sure that they had a meal. Like, are you set up before I eat? That's just how I am. Because you're my guest. And I want you to be as comfortable as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because we're around all these different people. Like, I know how you are. You know how I am. Like, that shit. So Country's just eating and I'm sitting here waiting. And he realizes that part of his order was missing. When they were still sorting through it, they was like, oh shit, we forgot to get your order, Country. You're eating her sandwich. He just looked and was like, oh, I'm eating her sandwich? And he was just like, yeah, you're eating her shit. This is not even the sandwich you ordered. And then he just kind of looked over at me and was just like, oh, my bad. And just kept eating. Like, I don't have the time. Like, I'm starting to get very annoyed because I didn't eat all day. By that time, I was a little hungry and you just sat there and you just played with me. Like, one person gave me their order and I could barely eat it because they gave me a spicy chicken sandwich and I could barely handle spice at that time. So I was just like so annoyed because every time I took a bite, my mouth was on fire. Y'all, I know I'm Jamaican. I can't eat spicy food. Yes, I know. I don't care. My tongue was sensitive. Okay. And it still is. I don't care. All of this that I'm telling you is super important. Just watch how this shit unfolds. So now we're crossing into the 4 to 5 hours have gone by since I've been at these people's houses. I'm ready to go now because I'm tired. Like, I'm legit falling asleep on a random person's couch and I'm just like over it. And he knows that I'm tired and he's still sitting here acting like he don't give a fuck. Like, he was just kind of getting on my nerves. I guess when he realized I was kind of falling asleep, he's just like, all right, y'all, I'm about to head out. And he woke me up and was like, come on, let's go. When we get into his apartment, he's like, okay, you can have the sofa. I'm going to my room. And I'm just like, you gonna make me sleep on the sofa? You got me, yo, you made me sleep on the sofa. Like, yo, what is going on? Like, he's really being a tough one. I wasn't even mad like that because the last time we broke up, like I said, like a lot of the times it was because of me. So it's like, I have to understand that this is what's going to come with it when you are a hurt person that hurt a person. Like, you can't expect them to just, but at the same time, I'm just like, damn, what did you expect when you... when you knew I was coming out here? Like, I don't understand. We do this every time. We haven't been on that friendly shit in a long time. Like, don't do this, yo. Stop playing with me. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sleep on this little sofa, but trust me, tomorrow, you and I are gonna be sleeping on something together somewhere in this apartment. This is where this shit gets crazy. In the morning, I woke up around like 7 o'clock. I tell you, I was hungry. I was hungry, y'all, because I barely ate the day before. My body was like, get up, bitch. We need to find some food. But like I told y'all, he didn't have no food in his fridge and he had nothing but junk food that was going to set my body off. Y'all know I don't play about my dairy. That dairy is torture for 3 whole days. I feel like I'll be dying. I checked on him to see if he was still asleep and he was. Let me just chill and just wait a little bit. So I'm on my phone and I'm just kind of like chilling, trying to take my mind off of it. And then 9 o'clock rolls around. Around like 9 o'clock, he's waking up. And then I check on him. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm kind of hungry. He's like, yeah, just give me a minute. Like, I could tell he just woke up and he still needed like a moment to gather himself. So I didn't want to bother him. So I just waited on my phone a little bit longer. And then around 10 o'clock, I go back in his room to check on him again. Cause y'all, at this point, like my stomach is feeling crazier and crazier as the hours go by. And he's on the floor playing video games. So I'm like, yo, hello, I'm hungry. Like, can we go get some shit to eat? And he's like, yeah, give me a second. Let me just wrap this up. So I'm like, okay, I'll give you a few minutes. After the few minutes, I hear him on the phone on the floor keying. Now I'm getting mad because like, yo, what's the problem? Like I'm hangry at this point, y'all. Like, what are you doing? Now you pissing me off. I know we had our problems and our differences, but you knew why I came out here and we talked about this. You knew that I was coming here to visit you. Why are you treating me like you don't want me here? Because that's how it's kind of feeling. You're being mad standoffish. You doing all type of shit. Bitch, you ate my food, like that shit, and didn't buy me nothing in replacement of that. You acting mad funny, and now you don't want to take me to get no food. So you just wanted me out here to what? Starve and die? Like, if this is some type of revenge plan, I'm not here for it. That's just how I felt. And all that I'm saying to you, I said to him. Because, bitch, when I see him on that phone, shortly after, we started arguing. When we were arguing, I asked him why he even let me come out here. And he was just like, I thought you was just here to work out. And I'm thinking, nigga, nobody's gonna go no however long it was by plane to work out when there's mad gyms I just went past on my way to get to you. Like, come on now, you knew why I was here. So he told me, he was like, you know what, I'm not taking you to get no food. You might as well go and go walk. And I said, what? He was like, I'm not taking you to get no food. And I said, oh, okay. All right, I see how this is going. Because you know I'm in the motherfucking middle of nowhere of South Carolina because we was in the motherfucking boonies low key. And then on top of that, you know I don't have no fucking car because you're the one that picked me up. You know what? I said, that's crazy. I would never do this to you. Like, okay, you want me to sit here and beg you for a ride to go eat? Matter of fact, nigga, I've never been afraid to get on my feet and start walking. These shoes was made for walking, bitch, and that's what the fuck they gonna do. I'm gonna take my ass out there and I'm gonna walk. Since you want to starve me, say less. And I told him, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna walk. Fuck you. So I get my phone and I get my money and I start walking. When I took my phone out there, I did not realize that because I was sitting on my phone for hours waiting on this nigga, my battery was at 8%. I was just like, yo, this is crazy. So as I'm walking, I called my friends in our same group of friends and told them what happened. And they find this shit so funny. Y'all, this is the group of friends that I told y'all about in the fake friends Storytime. Yeah, these motherfuckers here. They was laughing and calling one another and adding each other to the group call, and just they found this so amusing. Because they did that, I was even more infuriated by the whole situation. Why is this shit funny to y'all? Like, this shouldn't be a joke. This should be something that y'all should call him and be like, oh, you're bugging. Like, you got her out here and she's not eating and stuff like that. They don't care. So I was like, okay, fuck y'all. I'm not in the mood for y'all shit either. I'm huffing and puffing and I'm walking. I'm furious. As I'm walking, y'all, this man, I cannot make this shit up. This man rose up beside me on a bicycle. He looked like he hadn't been in a shower for days, okay? Pulled up beside me, his clothes was dirty, and then he looked over at me and was just like, hey, baby. I said, he's like, hey, baby, you wanna ride? And he's looking me up and down and he begins to lick his lips. When I seen him talk, y'all, this man had not a single tooth in his mouth. Young gummy, mush mouth. I know you not really here looking at me like you want to fuck on me and you haven't fucked on a bar of soap in days. Do I ever give that to you? That's how I know you lost your mind. Your mind is not here with us. You are checked out, my good sir. Because what? Yeah, no, I don't. You know what? Y'all know what I said to that man? I said, move the fuck away from me and leave me alone. No. He was like, you know what I do? I don't want to know shit. I'm out. I just started, look, when I tell you I hit that New York stride, okay, I got to walking like I was damn near about to sprint in a few more steps. Like, y'all, this man, nah. So once he realized like I was out of there, like he just left me alone, thank God, because this man could have really been crazy for real. But I was running off of hunger and anger. Bitch, I was hangry to the max. Plus I felt disrespected. So it was just so much shit going on and I was just not beat for the bullshit. As I'm walking, y'all, about 10 minutes later, An all black 4x4. I want to say this shit was like a fucking Suburban or a Tahoe or one of them, or an Escalade, bitch. I don't know cars like that. I just know that shit was a big body 4x4 and it had tinted windows and it was all black. The car is slowly riding beside me, even though I'm speed walking at this fucking point. The car slowly pulls up beside me and somebody in the back winds down their window. And they was like, hey, when I tell you, you can hear about mad heads in that car, y'all. And it just sounded like all men. I was like, nah, I'm not about to do this. No, I'm not about to do this. At this point now, I'm getting scared. He just keeps slow rolling, talking about, hey, hello, hey, I'm talking to you. Come here. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm not doing this. I don't know what you thought I was, because I'm definitely not one of these corner workers. I wasn't even, no. I was scared that he was going to abduct me, y'all. I was really like losing my motherfucking mind, because it's going to take a good 2 or 3 niggas to come snatch me up, because I'm not going without a fight. I'm sorry. And it sounded like there was more than that in that vehicle. After a while, he just like made a comment. He said I was slow or something and just drove off. I don't care if he was offering to give me a ride or nothing. I don't care. I'm not getting in the car with a bunch of strange men in an all black vehicle. Sorry. I want to say I probably walked about a mile or 2 and I finally find a place, because I was walking through straight woodlands and road that whole time just to get to some food. And I find the nearest Subway. When I got to Subway and I finally bit into that food, y'all, I was so relieved. But I was even more disappointed because I had been gone. You know how long it takes to walk a mile and then add another mile on top of that? I was gone for quite some time. Not once did he think to even call me and say, you know, I was wrong, this, that, and the third, like, I'm sorry, like, come back, nothing. I didn't want him to beg for me, but at least apologize for how that shit went down. Do something, my nigga. I really felt like he left me for dead, because it's like, you got me really out here scrambling for food, walking miles to find a meal, because you want to feel some type of way about God knows what. And if you felt like this was your revenge plan, you're even worse of a person. After I got done resting and everything like that and eating a little bit of my food, I walked back to his apartment. It took a little while and it was a slower walk and nobody bothered me, thank God. But I was just sitting here reflecting on like everything that went down, how we even got to this point. And I know that I fucked up. Actually, we both fucked up. Even through all that, I thought that at least we could still be friends, because that's how we started out. The way he was treating me was just inhumane in my eyes. Like, it was uncalled for. Like, you could have did this from a distance. You didn't have to waste my time by letting me come here just so you can do that. So I was just really sad about it. When I got to his place, he left the door unlocked for me, thank God. He came out the room just to look at me and walked away, and he didn't come back out to talk to me for the rest of the night. I'm not gonna lie, that made me even more sad, because I was just sitting there. I know I had different plans, like, all the jokes aside, like, I did want to at least strengthen our relationship again, even though we've tried this a million times, but that was just the cycle that I was used to. Even though I wasn't a good partner, something could have happened to me and he wouldn't have even like budged at all or bat an eye. Like, that shit was a hard pill to swallow, and I just was thinking, like, what about me was so good that you were willing to invite me here, but also what about me was so bad that you would treat me like this once I got here? All I knew was that this was completely outside of how I thought this was gonna go, and I just can't wait till tomorrow morning so I can get on that plane and never come back. In the morning, I woke up, we went to the airport. It was the most quiet car ride. When we got there, I got out the car, he took my bags out of his car and just dropped them on the sidewalk, and I didn't even hear him say bye. He just drove off. I was like, I would never come back out here. Like, you know what? You got it. If this was the revenge or if this is just karma, you got it. I heard you loud and clear. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, I was like, oh, I'm completely done with him, because I wasn't. Like, we still have the same friend circle. We're gonna be around each other. Tough to say, because those people, even though they were flawed, I still consider them my family, even though they've given me reason to cut them off sooner, time and time again. But I just choose to always turn the other cheek and just choose to move with love when it comes to them, because I really thought that they cared about me too, but they always show me they don't. So we didn't talk for the longest. Like, we didn't talk at all. And then eventually later down the line, I want to say almost a year later, we ended up talking it out. We ended up hashing some things out that never truly got addressed. And I ended up telling him how I felt about the whole trip and what he did. And I told him that I just thought you came here to work out bullshit was just a BS excuse. You know how we are. You know me. You know I ain't coming all the way out here just to work out. Like, are you dumb? He was like, I'm so sorry. And then he apologized. He said, I'm so sorry for how I treated you when you came. Like, I should have never did that. Like, I was wrong. And, you know, I apologize for how I treated him throughout most of our time knowing each other whenever we would try to date. Honestly, honestly, I guess you can consider that motherfucking score even, but bitch, he almost left me for dead. And I can't even say that's even because I broke your heart. You could have had me. These niggas was moving like they was going to abduct me. Like, you could have put me in a situation where you would have never gotten to speak to me again. It is what it is. It's really a complicated story. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, before y'all go all, oh, he was wrong, nah, this, da, da, da. Look. It is what it is. To this day, he is still one of the best men I've ever dated. He was just moving from a very hurt place. I can't sit here and be mad at him. I'm not gonna do it because I feel like low-key, I created that monster. If you knew who he was, like, I'm not gonna sit here and explain myself or explain him thoroughly to you. I just know who he was before he met me and who he had to become to survive being around me because he chose to put me in front of himself. I'm glad that we learned from our experience. At first, he was struggling to really balance how he wanted to emotionally react to being around me because he was done, but he wasn't done with having me in contact with him. I was feeling the same way. I didn't know how to handle my emotions either because I was willing to fuck it up all over again, even though I knew it was done. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like I said, I was very toxic to him. I did him dirty in ways that one person was not supposed to take. And he constantly gave me chance on chance to prove myself, and I constantly let him down. Like, I just had too much baggage that I needed to unpack on my own, and he just had too much love to give that I wasn't ready to receive. And before you sit there and be like, oh yeah, you cheated and da-da-da, it's more than that. You can ruin a person without cheating. You can really do damage. If you're with somebody and you know that you still have a lot that you need to deal with and you have a lot of trauma that you have yet to overcome, do not turn that person into a punching bag. Do not sit here and take your anger out or project onto someone because you don't have your shit figured out. It's unfair to that person who loves you, who has all this pure and genuine love to give, to sit here and try to patch up something that you should have went through on your own that they had nothing to do with. I knew I was unfair to him. I was cruel to him for even letting him have to go through that or have to see that or take the lashings from that. So, but we're cool now. Like, we cool. That's my dog. Like, look, I know that he can reach out to me if he ever needs me, and I reach out to him if I ever need him, but we just don't abuse that line. Well, I don't abuse that line of communication anymore. And I love him enough to let him free to find the person who can love him the way that he deserves to be loved, because even though I can love him now, and if I could, I would, some things is you can't undo, and memories you can't forget. Words can't be unsaid. Love is there. I just know how to show it now, and we love each other from a distance, and we love each other to go let each other be happy. So there's that. My queens and kings, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you're still here, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment, put your thoughts down, you know, all that good stuff. Don't forget to share this with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that as well. Don't forget to also follow me on my socials, you know, a little Instagram, a little Twitter, you know, like a picture, you know, reshare, retweet. Okay. So my queens and kings, you know what I want you to do. And that's what? Stay blessed and stay royal. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.